Hey there, my name is Leah from Nourishing Mothers Nutrition, and I just want to share with you some things that I've been doing for my own pelvic floor health since having my second child. So she is a little over 2 now, and my experience with pelvic floor dysfunction has kind of been a bit of a roller coaster since after I had my first. At the time, I didn't know anything about my pelvic floor. And then learning how to properly kind of strengthen the pelvic floor to prepare it for birth. So I did that going into my second pregnancy and second birth, and postpartum the second time I had a way better healing experience, and I kind of knew the types of exercises to do and the types to avoid. I was really in touch with my pelvic floor, so I could tell if it was feeling exhausted or if it was feeling like it needed some strengthening. So since I have started lifting weights again and doing more intense exercises, I did a bout of spinning, and then I did some running, and right now I am lifting weights and doing some high intensity interval training type exercises. And to be honest, it's been very up and down with my pelvic floor. I also see a pelvic floor physiotherapist, and that has helped immensely. So I just want to share some of the exercises that I do every day to kind of help strengthen my pelvic floor so that I'm not dealing with things like incontinence and prolapse, which is what I've experienced in the past. And I have learned the hard way that it is just like any muscle, in that you need to do rehab and you need to continue the rehab. It's like a maintenance program. You can't just get it to a certain point and then stop altogether. You need to continue doing it, and I did learn this the hard way, unfortunately. I wanted to share some of the exercises that I do every day as maintenance, and my husband is experiencing a similar situation with his ankle. He sprained it, and he's realized that he has to also do regular exercises to keep the muscles strong and just to help that problem area from getting that injury again. So that's just a good example of how the pelvic floor is no different than any other muscle in our body, except that if you have gone through pregnancy and childbirth, there's some extra strain that is placed on the pelvic floor. So let's just talk quickly about the connection breath. So I want you to picture your pelvic floor with the pubic bone in the front, tailbone in the back, and then your 2 sits bones on either side, creating a diamond shape. Finding yourself in a nice, comfortable seated position to start. And you want to feel both of your sit bones connecting to either a pillow, a chair, the edge of a sofa. You can sit cross-legged with a pillow underneath, and just feeling those sit bones connecting, equal weight on either of them. And then picturing that pelvic floor diamond that I talked about. So on the inhale, that diamond expands and the pelvic floor relaxes, and on the exhale, it's a gentle contraction. Inhale to relax, exhale to engage for a gentle lift up and in. So almost imagine like you're picking something up with your pelvic floor, with your vaginal opening. So picking up a blueberry or a stone or whatever you want to visualize. You can, whatever works for you, everybody's different. So inhaling into your ribs, feeling those ribs expand, pelvic floor relaxing. Exhale to engage, ribs knitting in, gently lifting your pelvic floor up and in. So you can close your eyes if that helps. Inhale to relax. Exhale to engage and lift. So it's kind of like a Kegel on the exhale. The only difference is, instead of a traditional Kegel where they tell you to stop the flow of urine, you want to picture all of the pelvic floor muscles, the front and the back, working here. So a cue that you could use, or some visualization, could be stopping the flow of urine and gas. So inhale to relax. Exhale to engage and lift. Inhale to relax. Exhale to engage and lift. Good, so this is our connection breath. If you want, after this video, you can stop or pause and just take a few more breaths. Sometimes it helps to close your eyes and visualize the lifting and the letting go. It's really hard. Personally, I've been doing this for years and it's still hard for me to do this while I'm doing something else. I even have a hard time counting when I'm doing it because I'm visualizing so hard and focusing on what's happening. Now it has become a little more automatic, but it takes some time. So know that, one, you may not be feeling that lift right away, depending on the state of your pelvic floor. Two, you do need to focus, you do need to pay attention. So that is the core connection breath that will help strengthen your pelvic floor. The only thing is, it is very important to see a pelvic floor physiotherapist, because it is possible that you might not need to strengthen your pelvic floor, you might need to release and let go of some tension. So if that is the case, you might not want to be doing this connection breath all the time. You might want to focus more on the relaxation breath, which is the flower bloom breath. So on the inhale, feeling that diamond widening, relaxing your pelvic floor. And then on the exhale, it's staying open, staying wide, almost like a flower blooming open. So inhale to open, and exhale, staying open. So you can also think of this as a reverse Kegel. And this would be what you'd want to focus on if you're in the later stages of pregnancy, but you don't want to be tightening and bringing more tension into the pelvic floor when you're close to giving birth or having to push that baby out. You want to focus more on the relaxation breath. So this is something that you can give a try, and I'll just show you the exercises that I have been doing to work on strengthening my pelvic floor and getting rid of some of those pelvic floor dysfunction issues that I've been experiencing. Thanks for watching. I hope that seeing some of those exercises and explaining the connection breath can help you at whatever stage you're at. I definitely recommend seeing a pelvic floor physiotherapist in your area if you can. And there are some resources that I will link to at the bottom of this video as well if you're pregnant or if you're postpartum. So thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you later.